Is it your first time visiting Bangkok or Thailand in general? We're pretty sure you've heard stories of the traffic jams, speeding motorists, and not to mention taxi scams. So, for today's video, let's get a deep dive on how to move around in one of the most tourist-friendly cities in the world. Arriving in Thailand or any country is intimidating, especially for the first time and where language could be a barrier. For sure, your first experience will somehow go like this. How do I get to my hotel from here? Oh my god, I'm gonna die. I'm excited, but I'm gonna die. Maybe I can call my mom. Oh yeah. Wait, my mom's in another country. If your accommodation has a service, then that's good. But if you're on the more adventurous side and would like to experience more of Thailand from the moment of your arrival, then these options are for you. So, you've arrived at the airport. What now? Should you hail a taxi? Book a car? Ride a tuk-tuk? Getting a private transportation to bring you from the airport to your hotel is a very convenient option, which is not gonna deny a little more on the expensive side. But did you know that there is a convenient option to move from the airport to central Bangkok? And those are the airport rail links, or just rail links for this matter. Well, anyway, there are currently two airports where you can land: Suvarnabhumi Airport and Don Muang Airport. Whether you arrive in either one of these two gives you access to the trains connecting them to the city center. Suvarnabhumi Airport has the airport rail link, which is directly below its location. After you get your tourist SIM card or you want to rent a Wi-Fi, you can go straight to the train and get a token ride to it. Don Muang, on the other hand, has the Bang Su Grand Station. And compared to Suvarnabhumi, you have to walk out of the airport to get to it. But don't worry, it's just very near the airport. Around 5 minutes. Yeah, that's the maximum time you could walk to it. This train line is connected to the MRT line, which we will be discussing further into this video. These trains connected to the airports will swiftly take you to the city center. You can travel as fast as 20 to 25 minutes and you'll arrive in central Bangkok. The best thing about it is you'll be able to avoid the costly fares of hailing or booking a private car for the only cost, are you ready? Less than 50 baht. Although do consider that these options are only operational from 5 AM to 12 midnight. Well, congratulations! Now you're in the city. So I guess that's it. Goodbye. Nah, just kidding. Thailand is known for its horrific traffic jam, so still, getting a taxi or booking a private car isn't a good option. If you want to move out around without sacrificing a lot of your travel allowance on transportation, then these options may be for you. There are 3 metro train systems each with their own lines. But how do you determine which line you should ride? Well, that's easy. These lines are color-coded so you won't get confused which is which. The BTS Skytrain SUKHUMVIT line is light green, and the SILOM line is dark green. If you want to get to Icon Siam, you can ride the gold line. The MRT, on the other hand, has 2 lines, one of which is purple, which takes you to the Nonthaburi area, and the blue line, which goes around Bangkok. The greatest thing about this is they extend in every direction and that they are interconnected with each other. So, you won't have the hassle of transferring from one line to another. Currently, these trains have different ticketing options, but we do hope that one day we get one unified system so that we can enjoy them more hassle-free. And also, just a pro tip, if you really want an easier experience of roaming around, get a place that is near the train lines. That way, you'll be able to go anywhere you want and maximize using the trains. Now, we're pretty sure that before you traveled to Thailand, you did some pretty intense research. Or not. But whether or not you did some research, this one's so popular that you might have encountered it anywhere on the internet. Trying the Bangkok River transport is one of the most sought after activities of tourists. For, well, obvious reasons. This transport system has boats running up and down the Chao Phraya River. Imagine being able to travel from Asiatic to Praartit without the traffic. And moreover, by water? And so as to not confuse you, we will be recommending 2 boats that you can try. The Blue Flag boat is a special tourist boat which runs from Satorn Pier to Praartit Pier, which is more commonly known as Khao Road. This boat costs around 60 baht for a single trip, but you can also avail its whole day pass, which is at 200 baht. On the other hand, the Orange Flag boat operates from Nonthaburi, which is on the northern part of Bangkok, up to Wat Ratsinkhon, which is, well, south. This option costs around 10 to 15 baht depending on the location you boarded from. The difference as to why the blue boat costs more than the orange one is because it's more comfortable, operates at a longer hour, has more seats, and an upper deck, and is less crowded. There is also a tour guide that points out sites along the way and announces the stops in English. Overall, the Blue Flag boat has a more tourist-friendly experience, but if you're just in it for the thrill, you can just choose either. Mentioning all these things have given you an idea on how you can enjoy moving around Bangkok without being troubled by its traffic jams or taxi scams. And sure, there are tons of other modes of transportations you can try, such as motor taxis, tuk-tuks, and not to mention bus rides. But here are the most efficient ways you can move around the city swiftly and easily. And not to mention, really give you that kind of a local living kind of vibe. Of course, we're not going to sugarcoat it. Traveling and commuting have their own challenges, especially in a very busy city like Bangkok. You'll be mingling with a lot of locals and people from other nationalities in different spaces, but it is definitely an experience. To wrap it up, what's important here is that we know that Bangkok prioritizes the mobility of people, not only serving the locals but also the foreigners who wish to enjoy this city. So, which one are you looking forward to trying? And what other things would you like to know more about Thailand? Let us know your thoughts, and we'll see you guys in the next videos. The best thing... sorry. The best thing. Yeah. You can also avail its whole day pass. Hey. Like sec. Is this okay, Pino? But here are the most efficient way if... Oh, really? Where?